everyone, my name is Heidi and I own the store TPT The Lesson Pony. On my store I do mostly science lessons, and there is a lesson on the store if you'd like to have your students actually make soap. Today I thought I'd show you about cleaning leather. Here are two of my saddles. They've been in the barn all winter and I want you to have some idea. Please look at the before pictures of what the leather looks like. It's dusty. This is dry. You can see mold that's been growing on it. And I'm going to show you the old-fashioned way to clean leather. There are many products on the market now that you can go to a saddle store and get. However, I have found the old-fashioned method works the best. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to clean it off with soap and water with Murphy's Oil Soap. This has been around since, I believe, the 1850s. It's something that no home should be without. It safely cleans leather, and it also cleans your kitchen floor and any wood you may have in the house. The next thing that you need is old-fashioned saddle soap with glycerol in it. This stuff, again, has been around forever. We were watching the other day an old Roy Rogers movie, and he was in the store buying saddle soap. And the last thing that you need, if your leather is very dry, is this product here, Leather Therapy. Now, I want to say before I go any further, I am not getting paid a promotion by any of these companies. It's just what I have found that works the best. The first step is I already have water here in my bucket, and I have some Murphy's Oil Soap. You put a generous amount in, whatever, doesn't matter if you put too much or too little. You use a rag and you get the initial soap, the initial dirt off. Okay, this is soap. You can see this is getting initial soap dirt off the saddle. This you need to have the saddle cleaned before you go on to the next step. These stirrup leathers are very dull. I'm probably going to have to replace them this year. Maybe I'll be able to bring them back. But as you can see, it's getting a lot of the initial dirt off the saddles. Before I go any further, I want to talk to you about these two saddles. This saddle, we believe, is from the 1960s. And this is my pride and joy. It's a Steuben saddle that is approximately 60 years old, and it's still beautiful. It belongs to my friend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to wipe these two saddles with just the Murphy's Oil and Soap, just down like this. I want to make sure I do a good job, but I don't want to waste your valuable time. And then I'm going to come back after they've all been washed down. Check out the mold that developed on the saddle over the winter. When we put these saddles away in the fall, I made sure that they were all washed down and there wasn't a bit of mold on it. This is the amount of mold that can grow on your good leather in the course of a New England winter. It's also important to clean underneath the saddle. Again, look at the amount of mold that has developed underneath the saddle over the winter. How much better the leather looks just using Murphy's Oil Soap. Now, as I said before, this is only the first step in cleaning your leather after the winter. The saddles look much better now that they've been cleaned. Now, here's a little bit of trivia for you for the day. On an English saddle, if you're doing regular riding, it should be approximately the length from your shoulder to the saddle. So now we're going to use saddle soap. I got clean water here. I have my sponge. My Katie was kind enough to buy me a bunch of sponges for Christmas. And old-fashioned saddle soap. You wet the sponge, rub it on the saddle soap, and clean. You use the Murphy's first because it's cheaper and it gets off the dirt. Now this is going to get off all the dirt that you can have. And as I said to you earlier, I find that this cleans your saddles much better than all the newer expensive products that they have on the market. So I'm going to go through and clean both saddles, and then we'll come back and you can see what we have. Oh, by the way, if you're happy with this video, please hit subscribe and hit the like button. And if there's anything that you're interested in knowing about horses or science labs, please let me know. Thank you. The final step, and this is a step that you don't need to do, in fact, I'd recommend you don't do it every single time, is to put a restorer and conditioner. I happen to like this one, the Leather Therapy. You don't want to put a lot on it. What this does is it adds oils back to the saddle. You don't want to use it every time because it will ruin the stitching around your saddle. It's so important that you clean your saddle because for safety issues. You are able to see if there's anything wrong with the stitches or if the leather has become hard. You take a small amount of this on a clean cloth and you apply just a little bit. And then what you let it do is you let it dry. Sometimes if the leather is really hard, you need to apply more than one layer. The next video I have, I'll show you how to clean the brass on your leather goods. I'm very proud of my stirrups because since I'm so old, I now ride in a rusty stirrup competition. But this is another process to safely clean the metal and not destroy the leather. If you have any questions regarding cleaning leather, please let me know. Also, if you have a product that works better than saddle soap, please let me know because I would be happy to use something that hasn't been around since the Civil War. I just happen to find that sometimes the old and tried methods work the best. Thank you for viewing this video. Please remember to hit like and subscribe and stay safe. Thank you again. Here they are, the after picture. I'm going to leave them outside today to dry. Tomorrow it's going to snow, but today is a nice day. It's 50 degrees, and I'm going to give the chance for the leather to air out. As you can see, there's a big difference between what the saddles look like before and after. I have been involved with horses my entire life. Although my parents have done everything they could have in the past to stop me from riding. In the early 1970s, I got my driver's license and I was lifeguarding. and I learned how to ride under an old Irishman for county court in Ireland. The Irish have a very, very good idea of horses. One of the things that I was taught this gentleman's stable is the following. There is nothing better than hard work, soap, and a broom. Today we're going to show you how to clean leather, but never there was a truer life lesson. If you have soap, a broom, and elbow grease, you'd be amazed at the amount of dirt you can take out of everything.